Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997. Another one of my creative fold videos. This one is showing the center step card. We've done them before, but this one is a spring one. So what we're starting with is a piece of 5.5 by 8.5. We are going to move it over to the 1.25" mark on the side, and we are going to start at the 1 inch, and we are going to cut to the 5.25, flip it over again, over to the side to the 1.25, start at the 1 inch, and score to 5.25. Cut to 5.25. So we have the pieces looking like so. Now we need to score, so we're going to go in the long ways using our scoring blade. We're starting from the edge, and we are going to the 1 inch, and then we're starting at the 4.25 and going to the side. So that's just a 1 inch score, and then we are going to score it at 2 inches. Again, just from the side to the cut mark or the cut mark to the side, whichever. And then the third one along the side is a 5.25, and that's where we stopped cutting. And then now we are going to score between the two cutting lines. So put that back in, and we are going to score from cut line to cut line. And that makes our steps. So we've got mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold on the side, and mountain in the center. I'm going to bring in my Strawberry Slush Designer Series paper. I have 2 pieces that measure, I believe, 1 inch by 3 inches. I will have the sizes on my blog, StampingWithLinda.com. And then the bottom strip, I know, is 3/4 of an inch by 5.25. So I'm going to put that along the bottom. Next, I'm going to take a piece of Strawberry Slush. This measures 3.5 by 3, and I'm going to put that in the center panel like so. So there I've got my step card. Next, I'm going to do some stamping. Going to bring in my paper piercer mat that I have covered with my grit paper, because I just find that it works a lot better with my photopolymer stamps. And I'm using that Sheltering Tree and Pear Pizzazz. Going to be using the wavy grass, that's what I call it. And I'm going to stamp, kind of move it over a little bit and stamp again, so that I've kind of got a two-tone grass look. Next, what I'm going to do is bring in the tree itself. I'm going to stamp it in the Early Espresso. Now here in Ohio, the spring trees are in blossom, just a beautiful time of the year. So I'm going to bring in Blushing Bride and use the leaves for that. And because I love spring so much, I'm going to bring in my Heart Border Punch and a scrap piece of Strawberry Slush. You know that you can line this up and get a whole row of hearts by lining it up on the silver. But I want like 5 hearts. Let's see if I can get them here out of this piece of paper. Yeah, it looks like I got 4. Let's put it, see if I can put it in and punch it the other way. Again, just a scrap piece of paper that I was using to make this card. There we go. We've got 5 hearts. Going to bring in my glue dots. Want 5 because they always say to use an odd number, whether it's in home decor, landscaping, and I believe that same rule applies to stamping. So because I love spring, we are going to just put those little hearts on there. Just giving it some dimension. And then I'm going to add that to the center of my step card. Isn't that pretty? Very springy. Oops, there it goes. Now I need a greeting. So what I have done is I have a 1/2 inch piece of Whisper White. We all have those little scraps that we save for whatever reason. I'm going to take my words and stamp it on that little border. Bring in my scissors. I'm going to snip the ends, and then I'm going to just take and make it a little angle banner type. So slit up the center and then off to the side, again into the center, off to both sides. But I want that banner to have some life to it, so I'm going to take my bone folder, kind of score it back and forth, roll it. I'm going to bring in my glue dots, put a glue dot on each end, and because I broke those fibers, it's going to make it very easy for me to have my banner look like it is waving in the wind. You warm my heart. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you real soon.